Unpredictability continues in Season 99 of the NCAA as we are still greeting you live from the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center here in San Juan City, where the Arellano University chief just stunned the San Beda University Red Lions, winning 74-72 to notch their second win of the season. San Beda, their record falls down to 7-3, still in good shape, as we will check out the standings in just a bit, but we are going to focus our attention right now on our second game on this Friday, kung saan magbabakbakan ang San Sebastian College Recoletos Golden Stags at ang Jose Rizal University Heavy Bombers, dalawang koponan na kakagaling lamang sa mapapait na pagkatalo, and they will hope to bounce back today in our coverage of NCAA Season 99. And of course, we are greeting all of our kapamillas, kapusos, kababayans, everybody watching right now all over social media sa NCAA Philippines, Facebook, YouTube, on X, and on Facebook as well sa GMA Sports PH, at lahat ng mga nakatutok ngayon sa pamamagitan ng GTV. And for NCAA updates, highlights, results, do check out GMA Integrated News. Mabuhay Pilipinas! Ako si Anton Rojas, working alongside forever NCAA champion strength and conditioning coach, Coach Hammer Martin Antonio. Initial thoughts on that first result?
Well, at the end of the day, games need to be played, and Arellano are really taking care of business in the last minute. Jade Talampas, oh boy, 4 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. Nothing bigger than the last one that he gave against San Beda. Yun yung kumuha ng panalo. And hats off to Coach Chico Manabat and the whole AU staff for coming with a good game plan to finish off that game.
And that's why we say anything is possible.
Lahat.
In
Pwede,
the NCAA.
Pwede. Lalo na nagkakagulo ngayon ng team standings natin dahil natalo ang number 1 team Mapua, natalo ang San Beda. So hindi talaga natin maipinta kung ano ang mangyayari ngayong season 99.
And of course, to supplement us with all of the stories in our second game, mga kasama natin at courtside, let's bring them in. There you have it, Stephanie Benito and Arlov De Jesus. Steph will be reporting for JRU and Arlov will be reporting for San Sebastian. We will get to the girls in just a bit for their reports. But as I mentioned earlier, Coach Hammer, medyo masakit yung naging pagsisimula ng San Sebastian at JRU earlier this week, losing in heartbreaking fashion as we see where they are at in the team standings
so
right now.
So kung titignan natin ngayon, Anton, the JRU Heavy Bombers are tied at the number 4 position with the Benil Blazers and the EAC Generals. Ang San Sebastian Golden Stags is at 3 and 7, number 8. But a lot of things can still happen in the NCAA dahil lahat ng teams na magtatapat-tapat pa. A lot of games to be played, but we're in the home stretch of season 99. Last 3 weeks of the elimination round.
When you say home stretch, man,
bilis, no?
Ang bilis.
Ang bilis. Kasi we just played 4 weeks in the first round. And then, pasok tayo agad ng second round natin. This week, magkakaroon ng konting pahinga through the All Saints Day, All Souls Day festivities dito sa Pilipinas. But again, you have to take care of business. You need to get those wins.
Let's take it back to October 10, nung unang nagharap itong dalawang koponan na ito, San Sebastian and JRU. This was one of the most convincing wins of the season para sa koponan ni Coach John Calios.
Nagsimula sila ng sobrang diin at tinapos nila yung laro na yun ng madiin, kaya hindi na nagkaroon ng buwelo ang Jose Rizal Heavy Bombers. You want to expect San Sebastian to replicate that performance na lagi silang madiin. Ang laging nagiging tanong is, can they sustain it till the end game?
You're taking a look at some of the players who performed well in that first round meeting. Jesse Sumoda was solid, 15 points. Raymart Scooby-Doo Escobedo with 12. At sa kabilang panig naman, AJ Miranda led the way with 15 points. One of your favorite guys in the league, Joshua Giab, had 9. But he has been getting
solid.
better as of late.
Exactly. Getting in better shape, getting in better rhythm, and hopefully, he sustains.
At ito, partner, yung panahon na he was coming off the bench. So nag-adjust na itong si Coach Louie Gonzalez, starting itong si Joshua Giab, just like they did, or just like he did in their last game against EAC last Tuesday. Yun nga lang, it was a heartbreaker of a loss because San Sebastian was leading by as many as 22 points before melting like ice cream unattended in the desert.
Napakabilis ng pangyayari. Kinayod ng EAC yung lamang na yun. Kaya pagdating sa dulo, EAC taking care of business, having their closers deliver that win para sa Generals. But San Sebastian really needs to find that closing lineup dahil dun sila nagkakaroon ng problema, yung pantapos nilang 5.
TJ Filiprico contributed 12 points and 10 rebounds in 30 minutes of action. So a name that we don't really mention much when we cover San Sebastian, but Coach John Calios really trying to find a spark off the bench sa kanyang lineup. One player who had a very quiet first round but is playing in his final year and is the team captain of San Sebastian is Alex Desoyo, and he scored a career-high 22 points in their last game.
Si Alex, malaki ang responsibilidad ngayong taon. Marami ang nagliputan, maraming nagpa-draft dun sa kanilang koponan. But at the end of the day, he needs to go down swinging. This is final year. Ito na ang pagkakataon to lead this very young San Sebastian Recoletos squad. And 22 points in 25 minutes, 6 3-pointers made out of the 13 na naisot ng kanyang koponan. Very important that Alex sustains this performance dahil ito yung magiging, kumbaga, tryout niya dun sa mga susunod niyang lalaroan na koponan.
All right, let's focus our attention now on the other squad, Jose Rizal University. Now, we all know what happened nung unang nagharap ang JRU and LPU in the NCAA. It was a double overtime win for the Heavy Bombers, but last Tuesday, LPU turned the tables and got one up against JRU, winning in overtime.
Alam mo, Anton, nung una nilang pagtatapat, I did the game before you guys.
Yep.
Kayo ni Paring Bo. Umuwi ako, umitlip ako pagising ko. Akala ko tapos na. Unang overtime pa lang. Inabot pa ng pangalawa, but again, a heartbreaker of a loss. Going again into overtime. Last 3 points doon lang nagkatalo against LPU. Rebounding, they would be able to control that second chance scoring. That's another positive note. But you need to make the baskets, especially the point blank shots, yung mga gimme shots na yan. You need to take care of business. Paulit-ulit kong sinasabi na yan ang mga importante. Lalong-lalo na pit-pitan na yung laban dito in the second round.
4 Heavy Bombers scored in double digits, but none of them higher than one of your favorite guys, as I mentioned. Joshua Giab, a career-high 21 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists in 28 minutes of play at tumitira na rin sa labas itong si Giab.
DYJ, do your job, just doing my job. Yan ang sagot ni Joshua Giab. Been very high on this guy since the off-season. I saw him really add on good weight, good amount of weight because he'll be playing that power forward position, but still having that quickness. 21 points in 28 minutes, 10 boards, 2 assists. Another solid outing for him. Tatlong sunod-sunod na laro yan na naisa-stack niya yung mga numbers na ganyan. But again, the wins need to come with the numbers.
First 20-plus point game of Joshua Giab since he debuted for JRU in season 97. Let's hope that will be consistent para sa kanya. Now, of course, players to watch, Romel Calahat. Unfortunately for JRU, Marwin Dionisio will not be seeing action for personal reasons.
Attending on some things si Marwin Dionisio, we're praying for him and hopefully everything gets resolved in due time. He is much needed for this stretch run ng Jose Rizal University.
Any predictions for this game, partner? Expectations? Because, you know, we're coming off another unexpected
Both teams will
turnout.
play hard. Alam mo, Anton, pagka yung mga pagtitignan mo, kung pagtatapatin mo lang yung mga numero dito sa dalawang koponan, ang San Sebastian medyo dehado. Pero ngayong season na to, di na ako naniniwala sa Liamado at dehado. Anybody can beat anybody on a given day.
Man, I'm so excited for the weekend, but we have to take care of business here. San Sebastian versus JRU before our 2 games tomorrow and 3 games on Sunday before we go on that break that you mentioned, Coach Hammer.
Medyo magkakadikit yung holiday. And it's an opportunity for teams to heal up, especially for those guys that have that aches and pains, mga nagging injuries. Sabi ko nga, stretch run nito, napakabilis lang ng NCAA season na to. By the end of November, we'll be playing our Final Four. And the second week of December, champion. So ito lang yung kailangan mo focus on. The last 6 weeks of the tournament, 5 weeks if you subtract this past week number 5 ng NCAA. So antabayan na natin, sino ba yung mga gusto lang sa mga gustong-gusto.
All right, one final thing before we turn it over to our Coliseum announcer. What has been the most surprising thing for you dito sa season 99 ng NCAA?
Well, the most surprising thing for me is no matter how much research we did, how much games I watched, how much notes you did, and how much games Martin also watched, napakahirap pintahan ng mangyayari dahil lalaruin pa ang mga games. I mean, kanina, pwede mong sabihin lamado yung San Beda, lumamang na ng 8 in the last 4 minutes. But at the end of the day, you need to close out games. And the teams that are able to close out games are the ones that sustain that and get the W.
I couldn't have put it any better than that. That's how the season has been dito sa NCAA for season 99. So that's enough said from me and Coach Hammer. Let's turn it over to our Coliseum announcer para makilala mga starters ng JRU at San Sebastian.
And forward number 18, DJ Felebrico. The other forward number 19, Romel Calahat. In the other guard number 22, Alex Desoyo. Their head coach is John Calios.
You're looking at the starters for Coach John Calios' San Sebastian Golden Stags. And you know what I want to see is more Alex Desoyo, more minutes for the graduating team captain. Because for a guy that's playing his final year, you know there is motivation for him. As you said, it's an audition. It's a way to raise his stock. So eto na, yung huli niyang pagkakataon para maipakita kung sino talaga siya at kung ano ang kanyang maibibigay sa basketball court. John Calios on one side, Coach Louis Gonzalez on the other side for JRU. A very promising start, but there have been setbacks just like in their last game against LPU. Our referees, Celeste, Bello, and Tabora.
Anton, pagkadating sa mga college tournaments, it's not a sprint. Maganda yung mga simula, pero paulit-ulit ko na sinasabi mula kanina, yung pang tapos. It's how tough you are, how you would take care of business, especially sa mga winning time na ganito.
Here we go. First possession para sa Heavy Bombers. Again, no Marwin Dionisio out due to personal reasons. So this is a big development for the JRU side. Other guys have to step up.
Yep, I was able to have a nice conversation with Vince Sargento dahil yung mga laruan nito mga big guys sa JRU, kailangan nilang itaas talaga. And he's ready for action. Focused kanina when he was doing his warm-ups and hopefully he gets a good game.
Kalahat missing on the drive. Sarmiento will have to fill in that role as the big man.
Ang mahirap punuan kasi dito, yung kaya mag-wing ni Marvin Junicio. They can play big when they are playing Marvin Junicio at that small forward. They can switch on everything dahil malaki din si JL De Los Santos. Yun yung nagiging finishing five nila. And then add two big guys on that rotation.
Oh, wild shot. Kalahat with a board. Sumoda. Desoyo stops, pops. Doesn't drop too hard off the glass. Babalik ang bola sa JRU.
Masyadong mataas yung bukol ni Jesse Sumoda. No good pressure here by Paingare.
Argente. Tough shot. Grabs his own miss. Sean Argente flipping it up. Joshua Gia with a rebound and put back. Let's go to Stephanie Benito with her first report from the JRU side.
Coach Hammer, Joshua Giab is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and opponents are finding it challenging to diffuse this Bombers' impact in every game. Pero nung makapanayam ko naman itong si Joshua, ang sabi niya sa akin, wala naman daw siyang sekreto sa magandang larong pinapakita niya. It just really boils down to him wanting the team to win, lalo pat second round. Na iba naman ang sinabi sa akin itong si Coach Louis Gonzalez. According to him, he challenged Joshua to lead by example dahil siya raw nakikita ni Coach na perfect model para sa mga rookies, lalo na sa combined defensive and defensive game na pinapakita niya. And so far, hindi naman daw siya binibigo ng kanyang manlalaro. Maging malaking kasangkapan kaya itong si Joshua para ma-achieve ng team ang sinasabi ni Coach na campaign nila this season, which is to be in the Final Four. What do you think, Anton and Coach Hammer?
Well, they do have a chance. But of course, a lot of unexpected things happening. They've got to weather the storm. And other teams want to get to the Final Four as well.
Totoo yan, Anton. It's a war of attrition. Pagkadating sa ganito, you need to be able to take care of the battles, of the skirmishes, so that you can win the big war. Kaya naman di, ganun lang naman yan eh. Oh, good tap.
Stepping back. What a smart play. by Jail De Los Santos. And it is a 6-0 start for the Heavy Bombers as San Sebastian calls for time. Coach John Calios. Well, he's not the one doing the coaching in the huddle right now. Let's go to Arla De Jesus first with this report from the San Sebastian side.
Maraming salamat, Anton. Nakuusap ko si James Una, isa sa mga veterano na players ng Golden Stags tungkol sa naging laban nila against the EA's Generals last Tuesday. Sabi ni James na talagang bilog ang bola. Kahit nakalamang sila during the first and second half, hindi pa rin daw nila nakuha ang panalo. Kaya nag-move forward daw agad sila siguraduhin na babawi sila ngayon against the JRU Heavy Bombers. At alam niyo ba, Anton and Coach Hammer, hindi daw in-expect ni James na basketball ang kahihiligan niya na sport kasi soccer player talaga si James noon. Inaya lang daw siya ng pinsan niya mag-basketball at doon na raw nag-start yung hilig niya sa paglalaro, and the rest is history. Kaya naman abangan pa natin si James at ang pagbawi ng buong Golden Stags against the Heavy Bombers. Ano rin, Coach Hammer?
I would have never guessed that soccer or football was the first sport of James Una with his size being 6'4".
Goalie. Malamang goalie yan. Try mo kay James first yan. Hindi niya nakwento sa akin yan, ha. Niloloko ko siya, eh. Baka boxing yung una niyang laro, eh.
Nakwento ba niya sa'yo na celebrity crush niya si Sanya Lopez?
Oo. Kasi nakasabay ko ito magbuhat ng off-season when he was trying to look for a team. Well, he was trying to transfer out dahil hindi pa ganun ka-stable kung sino magkucoach sa San Sebastian. So, nakasabay ko siya in one of the workouts and I was able to have a conversation with him.
Wow, the topics of that conversation must have been so broad as we see that layup by Medina. And an errant pass by San Sebastian. What is happening to the Golden Stags? And there it is. The new look of James Una. He's got the sideburns going on. Sideburns longer than Wolverines. As we see this fast break layup by Medina.
Laban lang. Fighter. Laban lang.
Right to the Rosa. It's good to see him back on the court. Bumped into him earlier, asked him if he's doing good. Double thumbs up. JRU needs him today. Medina. Free throw line jumper is up and in for Jonathan Medina.
Back-to-back baskets kay Jonathan Medina, and he's holding on to his chest, trying to get a sub. Tinamaan doon si Jonathan.
De La Rosa. Excuse me, Gaban. Gaban. Looking for a friend. Bola napunta dito sa kanto. Are finally breaks the ice for San Sebastian.
On the scramble, hinanap agad nila yung tao ni Jonathan Medina. Good screen by Vince Sarmiento.
You know, Coach Hammer loves a good screen.
Yep.
Players hit the deck. Rock solid screen. De La Rosa looking good.
Welcome back, Bully.
Desoyo stepping on the brakes. Turnaround. Airball on that shot by Rai De La Rosa. Or excuse me, that shot by Alex Desoyo. Here's that shot by Jonathan Medina. Ito naman ang sagot. First basket of the game by Paeng Are for San Sebastian. And here's Rai De La Rosa for three. But the problem for San Sebastian has been their offense. And it's ironic because this is a team that started the season wanting to score in bunches. 7 seconds or less system. But things have changed for Coach John Calios.
Teams adjusted then, especially with the way that they're defending San Sebastian and the looks that are being given to the Stags defensively.
Los Santos. Look at the patience. Look at the control. JL de Los Santos gets the basket.
And that's what we have been looking for him for the past few years. Magkaroon ng control dahil alam natin kayang-kaya. And now he is being played more of a facilitator role the whole season.
Are stepping back like Damian Lillard. Unfortunately, it was not game time for him.
Good challenge then on the defense of JRU.
And look at JL de Los Santos cutting up the San Sebastian defense like an EENT surgeon.
Mahirap yun, ENT. Next lang sa Euro yun, tamaan yung lalamunan mo.
Are,
Grabe, ang lalim nun, ha?
galing eh.
Mukhang nagpa-check ka ng lalamunan, ha?
Samantala, Gaban hits another triple for San Sebastian. Unfortunately, that's only the second field goal na naipasok ng Golden Stags sa puntong ito.
Itong si Rex Gaban, hindi na nag-hesitate anytime na makakuha siya ng bola. And he is in his sweet spot, tinira yan.
Oh, you know De La Rosa's okay when he calls for a screen. Miranda dribbling the ball with one knee on the floor. AJ Miranda, unbelievable.
Malayo na floater yun for AJ Miranda.
Down on bended knee, AJ Miranda throws up a prayer. Are stepping back. Boy, the degree of difficulty on these shots in the first quarter, off the charts.
Ganda rin ang depensa ng Jose Rizal University na nakatapat din talaga sa harapan ni Are. Gabat naman making that jumper.
Look at AJ Miranda, one knee on the floor like Andre Felix in Paris. And like the proposal,
Nasagot naman.
it's a yes.
It's a yes. It's a yes.
Escobedo. JRU on the run. And that's a foul.
Iisa yung hubog ng mga big guys na itong JRU. Itong si 28, 8, 16, 5. Si Junicio lang yung naiiba na big guy nila eh. But if you look at just the numbers and not the surnames, cut the same cloth eh. Itong mga big guys sila. Bangers that would set good screens, run up and down the floor and finish in the shaded area. Magagaling mag-set ng ng mga screens tong big guys ni Coach Louie Gonzalez.
JRU extends its lead. I think this is the most lopsided start we've seen this season, no?
That I can not answer conclusively.
Well, from the game that I've seen,
It might be.
it seems like the most lopsided start. I've seen an 11-0 start, but this one is a wider margin.
Pero ako kasi Anton, di ako kumakarga sa mga start eh. Ang lagi kong karga yung finish eh. So, okay lang na lamang ka ng 30 sa simula kung talo ka ng 1 point, ganun din yun eh.
Rai De La Rosa, you love to see it. Second triple of the game for the JRU team captain.
Knocking down that three. Rai, second three-pointer. For the game is si Rai De La Rosa.
Meanwhile, a third triple for San Sebastian. And JRU calls for time with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first. Let's check out the lovely ladies on our Smile Cam, brightening it up our Friday here in the NCAA for Season 99. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood wherever it is you're watching on GTV, on NCAA Philippines, or on GMA Sports PH. Relax na.
Relax lang. Extra long weekend for the students. So I think most of them are on online class na rin or on semestral break. Hanggang sa, I think, November 5 ang resume ng classes. Not sure, ah.
AJ Miranda bumitin sa ere. He will head to the line for 2.
Pasabit yung galaw ni AJ Miranda. Nakita mo mature na rin talaga yung team ng JRU. The guys that we saw in season 95 that were the young ones, si AJM, si JL, sila na talaga yung top dogs nitong koponan na to.
I mean, we covered JRU's first game, and how we opened the season for JRU was us hoping that this would be the year that everything came together for the Heavy Bombers. Because in season 97, when we returned to action, there was no AJ Miranda, there was no Ryan De La Rosa, so JRU was not complete.
Yep.
So you can't say na yun yung buong team ni Coach Louis Gonzalez.
Top 3 scorers nila coming from season 95 of prior to the pandemic didn't play. John Amores was also one of those guys who was averaging double digits. So imagine that. And they were not an offensively gifted team to begin with. You take away 3 of their best scorers, some of the guys who should be the 3rd or 4th option when it comes to the offensive reads, napipilitan punuan yung pagiging first option.
And then of course last year, hilaw pa yung mga bigs ng JRU. And I think I mentioned that in one of our episodes in Game On. That's why I joked that, you know, if Coach Hammer Martin Antonio turned back the clock, he would be a useful
I would be
big man for
I would be
Louis.
bumping and grinding with Coach Norman Black definitely. And sila Clipov, yeah. But on this sequence, pero mapapaisip mo na kasi si Coach Louis yung coach.
But now, of course, it's a different story. Joshua Giab is rock solid, coming off his best offensive output in his collegiate career. And then you have guys coming in, new guys like Sarmiento, who has been very steady this season as a rookie.
Yan naman ang kailangan ng mga teams eh. You need to have stabilizers on your squad as we see this foul. Kaya lang ni-review kasi mukhang landing spot. And ang tumatawag dun sa gilid ngayon, of course, NCAA champion, Coach Mike Gonzalez, PD, is on that coaching staff. Coach Christian Coronel also winning a championship with San Sebastian. Coach J.M. Martin, of course, the coach of the juniors program,
who famously told one of his players, pag
May ice
ma-shoot
cream.
niya yung free throw, may ice cream.
pinangakuha na, gusto mo banto pa rin. Napangakuha na, gusto mo banto pa rin.
Kaya alam, hindi na-shoot eh.
Hindi
no?
na-shoot eh.
Yung mga coaches from San Sebastian, nagva-viral yung mga huddle eh, no?
Coach
Parang
Roger.
Coach Roger. 25-12. Wild pass by Ramos.
I mean, another guy that we... Itong si Pat Ramos has the capability of being a #1 scorer. Can shoot from the outside, very explosive, has a good handle, pero ang kailangan lang niyang pinuhin is that decision-making capability. Dahil lalo na pag nalalagay siya sa mga screen and roll or may mga quick double, he needs to be able to read that right away.
Yeah, I would say he has that dog in him.
Yep.
More opportunities.
This JRU team is a team filled with dogs, man. You know, kaya gusto ko yung team na to eh. They're just dogs, no-name dogs that would claw and try to get that win every time. And that's the DNA of the NCAA. Sino ba yung huling PBA MVP? Sino huling MVP? Scotty Thompson. Who was Scotty Thompson? Scotty Thompson is the biggest dog in in the NCAA during his time against the foreign student athletes, he was getting triple doubles, di ba?
I wouldn't describe Scotty as a dog.
No, he's a dog, man. Pag nakita mo siya nagko-compete, you can't be a 6'1" guard and average double-digit rebounds if you're not a dog.
Well, in the NCAA, I would say Scotty
He was
Thompson
blue chip.
was the complete package without the shooting. He didn't have such a reliable outside shot during his time with Perpetual, but he could do everything else. In the pros was when he improved on that outside shot.
Ang laki din kasi ng roster nila doon. May Arboleda, may Valoria during that Coach Arik Del Rosario, God rest his soul, squads. Talented din yung first na squads na yun.
Escobedo. Mosqueda with the board.
Pagka nandito ka sa NC, nakikita mo LPU, bunch of dogs. Yung mga teams na talagang nakakakuha ng mga panalo.
Escobedo, lead pass. De Leon, blocked by the rim. Arenal picks it up.
Hirap pa sa transition si De Leon from the high school ranks. He was very, very impressive for the Staglets. Good backdoor.
Bounce pass. De La Rosa throws it out.
Oh, another turnover here.
JRU, it's some wild passing, but they have a 12-point cushion. So the younger of the Gabat brothers, Ralph Lauren Gabat, Polo for short, is in. This is Rex, the shooter. Another shooter. Maybe I should stop saying they're shooters. Not really known as a shooter. Short, this guy can score in the paint, and he does. Una.
James Una, just filling the lane. First week, walang na rebound. Finish underneath the basket.
Miranda. Hanging in the air. Una. Time for a heave, but San Sebastian does not know it. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. JRU 25, San Sebastian 15. You're watching our live coverage of NCAA Season 99, new heroes of the game.
Eto na nga.
Coach Louis Gonzalez and the JRU Heavy Bombers are off to a blazing start in our second game on this Friday. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Anton Rojas together with Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio, and of course at courtside we've got Arlam De Jesus and Stephanie Benito reporting for San Sebastian and JRU respectively. De Leon to Una. So the top scorers of San Sebastian not on the floor to start the period. Wow, things have changed for the Golden Stags here in the second round. Miranda. Oh, look at Giab rolled to the basket. Sumabit nga lang.
Good hard roll to the basket by Josh Giab. Moving off ball because he was the guy who set the speed. Ganun ka-importante yun, Anton. Kasi if you're like me, I'm not really as skilled an offensive player. I can only speak through experience. Nakakakuha ka lang ng libre is if you set good screens, you roll hard, and you crash the boards.
And I saw a lot of those plays in the last game against LPU.
Totoo kasi, alam mo, especially against a team that loves to switch on everything. 4 guys, same size. Even si Shanoda nagsuswitch sila. So, importante ang mga slips, quick steal, ghost screens. Yan yung switch counters kung tatawagin ng mga coaches. So your percentages go up if you force the defense to move and move para makakuha ka ng mga open shots.
Una, whoa, a step back for James Una. Players going out of the box today.
Oh, pangatlong sorry miss na ni Mark De Leon yun. It was right there for him. Growing pains for the freshman.
De Los Santos. A masterful first quarter for him. Returns to the game along with his backcourt mate, Sean Argente. Argente fakes. Puts it off the glass and in. Sean Argente, great control on that shot. Let's get an update on the JRU side with Stephanie Benito.
Salamat, Anton. Well, the JRU Heavy Bombers are still seeking redemption from their initial defeat against the San Sebastian Golden Stags during the first round. Team captain Rai De La Rosa is aiming to make amends for the times he couldn't stand by his team. And since he's officially back after a long break, Rai told me that we can expect his full-on presence inside the court. Naramdam naman natin first half pa lang. Thankful nga rin itong si Coach Luis Gonzalez that his team captain is finally back and is showing an impressive comeback. Dahil according to Coach, si Rai daw ang maasahan during crucial moments. Para naman sa quarter na ito, paalala lang ni Coach Luis sa team, huwag magmadali at paikutin ang bola dahil their reckless shots are giving points to their opponents. Ingatan na daw nila ang kanilang labang. Ito muna sa ngayon sa panig ng Bombers. Balik na sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Stephanie. It's just good to know that Rai is back to his old form.
Pero good yung galaw ni Sidney Mosqueda. Magic shot. Yun yung niyoyo. Sabay finger roll. Pero ang ganda rin ng pagkaka-execute ng elevator screen. Makikita mo rito yung dalawang big guys. That elevator screen opened up that closeout. And the foot speed, yo-yo natira para dito kay Sidney Mosqueda.
And the JRU students loving that move by Sidney Mosqueda.
Paulit mo sa kanya, mahiraman siyang ulitin yun, partner.
Oh, De Los Santos.
Galing na mag-change ng speeds ni JL. Ang laki ng improvement niya. Kasi hanggang last season, pagka nakakinta-kinta lang siya, ngayon nag-change siya ng gears. Kaya lang, nahulihan ni James first.
Una, look at the speed! James Una! Iwan si De Los Santos.
Naka-una ng mga isang arm length eh.
Arenal, wild shot. But he will head to the line for two after drawing that foul. But look at this right here. James Una looking like The Rock before he was called Dwayne Johnson. Look at those sideburns. And look at those strides. Look at the finish. The Brahma Bull on the break.
Mas kamukha ni D'Lo Brown eh. Nung fuminish eh. Alam mo ha, WWF din tayo eh.
Punta muna nga natin si Arlab De Jesus. Arlab.
Nang hinayang talaga kami kasi kami na yung lamang. Ayan ang sinabi ni Raymart Escobedo, ang isa sa mga talagang nagpapakitang gila sa Golden Stags. Kaya naman ngayon talagang babawi raw sila. Ipapakita nila kung sino sila. Kasi kaya naman daw nila manalo at makipagsabayan. Nakwento rin ni Raymart sa akin na 3 years daw siyang nasa PNP. Kaya ngayon na binigyan na raw siya ng pagkakataon ng San Sebastian. Hindi nga raw niya ito sasayakan at sumibigay niya raw yung galing niya sa paglalaro. Kaya raw nakikinig daw siya mga coaches at sa mga veterano nakakasama niya. Anton Coach Hammer.
Maraming salamat, Arlab Escobedo, part of that line of explosive guards. We go back RK Lagan. Then of course, Paeng Are, Escobedo. Next in line, Ichi Altamirano. Although Ichi was a lot bigger than the guards that, you know, we would categorize the likes of Are.
Oo, dahil pantato. Asa pag tinamaan, parang nabangga ng truck eh. Nabibenta yung mga tao. But, I mean, they miss Ichi. Again, an offensive option. But they also miss the playmaking ni Yambing as a tall shooter that can rebound. Laking bagay eh. Pero ganun talaga ang college basketball. May mga gumagraduate, nag-move on to the pro leagues. Some of them go to the regional basketball circuit. But that's what happens. Players graduate.
In and out on that shot. Paeng Are hasn't been himself today. Jesse Somoda looking on. As we mentioned earlier, he was the top scorer in the first round meeting for San Sebastian. A 72-59 win for the Golden Stags. So JRU flipping the script today. Medina, binigay dito kay Giab. Giab handoff to De Los Santos. Cross-court pass. Medina. Wild shot. Giab, wow! Giab just creating space.
Yun yung The Rock. Solid lang. Sean Connery na The Rock yung kulungan. Steady ka lang doon. He's solid eh. Nothing fancy with the way that he plays. Gets offensive rebounds, sets hard screens. Being the fulcrum of the offense, sa kanya minsan umiikot yung offensa pag nasa poste siya. Uy, Majolix.
San Sebastian at this point just looks lost. JRU establishing a 14-point advantage here in the second quarter. She looks like she's fresh from the salon with that Mary Jane Watson hair.
Oh. Back to the ball game.
You really go silent every time I talk about hair.
It's a very sensitive subject. Kami lang ni Papa Bear ang ang magkakasundo.
My apologies, my apologies.
Hindi naman. Kailangan ilagay mo yung qualifier, female hair. Yeah, I am.
Jonathan Medina was the hero in that double overtime win against LPU in the first round. Scored another crucial basket actually against LPU in the second round overtime.
Piso-piso. Short corner jumper for JL De Los Santos.
It's making things look easy. Parang hindi nga pinapawisan si JL.
Kumbaga, kuha na niya yung rhythm niya. In the NCAA, he's able to initiate the offense. He sees the floor better. Mas maganda na yung pasa niya ngayon. Hindi na siya yung parang nagmamadali. First quarter pa lang gusto na niyang manalo. Ngayon, alam na niya kailan siya liliin, kailan siya magme-menor.
Maturity.
Oo, ganun talaga eh.
Yung sinasabi mo na first quarter gusto na manalo, that was the season 97 JL. Although we saw the promise. Because even then, we could see the assists, the rebounds, and the points.
Kaso hindi sila makashoot nun eh. 28% lang yata yung field goals nila the whole season.
That was the green light Jason Celis
Oo.
season.
Hindi mo naman masisi. Wala namang ibang titira.
De Los Santos. Oh, wow! Sayang, di lang na-finish ni Medina. Eyes at the back of his head. Jill De Los Santos. Would have been a highlight.
Aha.
Oh,
Ganda ng pasa. Foul counted pa. Nakaw.
that was the slowest knockout pass I've ever seen. But somehow, hindi naramdaman ni Pabico.
Yung mga pasang pangpanalay.
Ang layo ng pinanggalingan. Parang nag-slow-mo nung nasa area yung bola.
And at your screens kanina, Coach John Calios, we mentioned Coach Speedy Mike Gonzalez, point guard of the San Sebastian Golden Stags in the late 90s, early 2000s, won championships there with sila Pep Moore, Nico Uy, Chris Baluyot. And my coach in San Beda is also part of their staff, si Coach Bonnie Garcia, who has been a long at well-traveled coach now, lending his wisdom dito sa koponan ng San Sebastian.
Every time you mentioned Nico Uy, I remember the long socks.
And the headband.
Yes, with the red trim.
Oo, ang hirap. Alam mo, hindi ko na sila inabutan but I was able to watch some of their games. Nico Uy, Chris Baluyot, Red Vicente, those guys, Leo Nahorda.
Ako sa mga magazine ko na lang sila nababasa
Chok.
Yes.
Yeah, Chok.
Those were the days, my
Oo,
friend.
may buhok pa ako noon, noong araw. Magagabi na.
14-point lead for the Heavy Bombers. Sumoda. Kalahat. Are.
Ngayon, di mo na kailangan ng magazine Social media na lahat Sabay activation natin before the season. Ooh! Minama sa ilalim. Buhat!
Carving out space. Like a butcher in the meat shop. Romel Kalahat. Argente. Oh, Pinoy step by Sean Argente.
Palit bumbilya pa yung tira. Ganda ng pektus.
Sumoda asking for it. But the defense collapses. Kalahat. Kalahat getting into his bag. Retreats. Jesse.
Natapikan. Good defense by Vince Sarmiento. Bihit lang sa ilalim. Konting bangga. Tama yung serve mo Joy step. Kontuwa na naman yung airpods ni Sean nito. Biro ako din to si Sean nung nakakausap ko prior to the game.
Yeah.
Lagi siya niloloko ng tatay niya. Pumasa ka lang sa eskwela, basta sumut ka pagka-game. Been one of the fun guys. Isa sa mga masarap kakwentuhan dito sa squad ng JRU.
Desoyo. Kalahat. Kalahat. Medyo nabitawan ng bola pero mananatiling sa San Sebastian. We have a timeout JRU with a 14-point advantage. Yan po ang kampo ni Coach Louie Gonzalez and his JRU Heavy Bombers. So, JRU looking for redemption today after LPU got their redemption against them.
Next man up, ganyan lang naman yan. Wala ka Marwin Junicio, kung sinong nakabihis, ready to play. Dapat ganun lang naman yan
2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining here in the first half. By the way, stay tuned for our edition of Bolahan featuring Benji and Andre Paras.
Saan ba sila pupunta?
Sa Baste.
Uy, Baste.
Bolahan sa Baste.
Nakapabisita kaya sila dun sa maraming kainan sa may gilid ng Basilica? Naman ako yung mga tropa ko, mga taga dun eh. Nung naglalaro kami, sila Jim Piray, si Francis Delgado, Papa James, mga barkada ko. Naglalaro pa kami.
Ang naalala ko lang doon yung tuwing aakyat ako sa gym, minsan di ako nag-elevator, nakakapagod.
Naalala ko nung nirecruit ako ni Coach Turo. Punta ako ng unang practice. Bisita ako. Paakyat pa lang, pagod na ako eh. Tapos pagdating mo, si Pepmore pa yung bantay mo.
And of course, you can hear the LRT from where the players practice. The fields. Sumoda gets the rebound. Are. Right in the heart of Recto, di ba? And right at the heart of the JRU defense, Romel Calahat goes. And Medina called for a foul.
Ito yung kagandahan ng dito sa mga players ng San Sebastian. Ever since dumating sila Coach Egay, yung mga players na to, they're not as talented as RK and Alin. Pero pag naglaro, madiin. Madiin talaga. So, it reflects Pag umaatake sila, pag may sumabay, ididiin palalo nila. Tatawagan ng mga referees. Kasi yun yung nagiging, paano ko ba ito sasabihin? Yun na yung difference between the generation na inabutan natin sa mga mas batang generation. Pag nakakaramdam ngayon ng contact yung mga bata, gusto nilang i-sell yung call. Diba? Medyo aartehan nila ng konti, papakita nila na may contact. Our mga kuya natin, during the times of nila Papa Bear, pag nakaramdam ng diin, mas didiinan pa nila yung atake, kaya nakakakuha sila ng foul. Gamesmanship was different in those days.
De Los Santos.
Ito, naalala ko yung mga kwento ni Coach Rodney. Kasi madalas kasama ko noon nung nagko-cover kami na regional basketball ni Coach Rodney. Pag umaatake daw siya sa NC, 4 yung hahampas, 1 lang yung natatawagan eh. So anong kailangan mo gawin? Kailangan mas diinan mo pa pag umatake ka.
De La Rosa.
There you go,
His
33-pointer.
third triple of the game. Ryan De La Rosa on target.
Walang kupas-kupas yung bitaw ni Ryan De La Rosa. Pero good steal by Jesse Somoda using that size. Rim run, steal sa ilalim, turn and shoot finish para kay Jesse.
If there's one guy who you could say has a clear advantage, it's Somoda with that size. De Soyo stops on a dime. Are. Oh, San Sebastian can't save it.
Green light, walang tao. That's what they are looking for. After a forward pass, rhythm jumper. Di nga lang pinalat si De Soyo na ma-shoot yung bola. Kasama ko dito si Alex sa masterclass natin.
Yeah.
I think it was in, if hindi ako nagkakamali, Cebu. Kasama ko to si Alex and was a fun hang. Been really talking about the struggle of the preparation ng San Sebastian. He was echoing the sentiments din ni Coach John Calios na medyo late sila nakapagsimula, maraming nag-move on. So, it's been a testy season to say the least para dito sa Baste.
Yeah, January daw pumasok si Coach John Calios sa San Sebastian. But I think the biggest challenge for him is that after 5 years, he's back to coaching in the collegiate level.
Marami rin inikutan si Coach John dahil before, he was with MPBL, Regional Basketball.
For 4 years.
4 years since the league was inaugurated. Kaya mas sanay siya na pumipick up ng mga players na pro na talaga. Ito kailangan i-develop mo yung mga players.
He's been coaching for 17 years. He started at the age of 23 sa 10 under sa St. Vincent sa West Avenue, QC.
Doon yan, kapitbahay namin. Nakakalaban ko sila noon nila Coach Vince.
De Los Santos,
Elevator.
elevator. And De La Rosa able to knock it down. We were just talking about elevators a while ago.
Oo.
Elevators sa San Sebastian.
Pero yan yung pag tinamaan ka masakit. Yung mga elevator screen na yan.
So Paeng Are will head to the line for 2.
Ano, naalala ko si Patucci pala, nakasabay ko rin nag-workout. No? Ayos din eh.
Yeah, Andre and I actually saw him, Abdel, at the FIBA World Cup. It's good to see that he's still here and enjoying basketball, connecting with the community still.
Lakas din ng team nila na yun, no?
Dalawa sila eh.
Abdul Razak.
Abdul Razak, Abdul Wahab. And then Paolo Ponteos, of course, Tay Teodoro.
That squad was a stack squad din. Parang ito na yung next na malakas talaga na team for JRU. But these guys are same for JL. These guys are a bunch of nondescript players na dinevelop talaga under that JRU system.
I mean, I remember when I first started covering the NCAA, ang lakas din ng team ng JRU.
Yun na yun. Marvin Hayes, John Wilson, James Sena, Mark Kagoko,
man.
Bad Boy.
MVP. And up to this day, still balling.
Yep. Kondisyon eh.
Kaya daw number 8 si John is, the infinity sign.
Oh.
It just goes on and on and on. Kaya siya number 8. De Los Santos.
Sila yung badge ko eh. Na with JRU with Coach Ariel Banforza.
Oh.
Good pass.
Bobby ko. Mahilig si JL sa mga ganong klaseng pasa.
Oh, hockey assist sa corner.
Patalikod. At the half, our score 40 for JRU, 29 for San Sebastian. Ito na, ang bolahan sa Baste with Papa Bear and Baby Bear, Benji and Andre.
Once in a lifetime opportunity. Kaya, fighting na lang. Let's go. Well, excited at the same time. A bit pressured kasi this is my first time.
Oras na naman ng tambayan at kwentuhan. Tawanan at kulitan dito lang sa Bolahan. Kamusta ka, Remar?
Okay naman po.
Okay naman. Kamusta yung Baste, pag-aaral?
Okay lang naman.
Okay naman. Kamusta naman yung ensayo?
Ganun lang din po.
Okay din. Puro okay sa Rafael. Bakit Rafael ang pangalan? Alam mong Angel yun.
Opo.
Diba? Angel o Ninja Turtle ang pagkakaalam mo.
Ay, hindi po. Kasi po, yung street po namin dun sa amin, Saint Rafael. San Rafael. Tapos parang yung simbahan dun, lagi po nagsisimba yung parents ko dun. Tapos doon po ako pinangalan.
Ano ang chances ng Baste para makapasok sa Final Four?
Siguro yung ano lang sa amin, magtulungan lang kami sa court and huwag bumitaw ng fourth quarter. Kasi usually, doon kami bumibitaw eh. Nagko-collapse kami sa fourth quarter. And yun, di namin na sustain and nawawala kami sa composure. Siguro, yun na lang yung kailangan namin maayos. Tingin ko naman makakapasok.
Dapat maging consistent mula start hanggang end ng game. Pero compared sa last season, sa tingin niyo ba may naging mga improvement kayo as a team and also individually?
Siguro sa individual na lang kasi yung iba naming teammates talagang nag-step up ngayong season and yan sila Are, sila Escobedo kasi role player lang din naman sila dati and nag-step up sila ngayong season na kailangan nilang tumulong sa scoring namin.
Bago yung coach niyo ngayon. Okay ba sa'yo yung coach o mas gusto mo yung dati?
Nako. Okay din naman po si coach ngayon sa dito ko siya.
Pero mo silang dalawa, sinong mas gusto mo? Call a friend.
Si Coach Jan naman sakto lang, di naman gano'n nagagalit pero yun nga, syempre, kailangan pa rin gawin yung pinapagawa nila and more on motivational kasi siya sa amin.
Anong feeling na maging isang best player of the game?
Siyempre, as a player sa akin, masaya. Kasi parang achievement para sa akin and then nakatulong para manalo yung team.
Saka ibig sabihin nun kung pinakamagaling sa team niya.
Ako lang po yung buenas nung...
Okay, very good.
Pinapasalamatan ko San Sebastian community and lahat ng supporters ng Baste. Hopefully, supportahan niyo pa rin kami sa ngayong season.
Binabati ko yung family ko, Ari family, Ebuenga family, and then Nabiamas family. Then yung mga kapatid ko, yung girlfriend ko, si Gab. Then yung San Sebastian community, lahat ng sumusuporta sa San Sebastian. Yung mga batang San Rafael, San Miguel. Yan. Saka yung mga taga Northern Samar, Allen, and Labesares. Binabati ko kayo.
Shoutout sa family ko po, sa Escobedo family and Guasina family, sa mga kapatid ko, and sa girlfriend ko, Rachel.
Tama pangalan, ha?
Tama po. Tapos, sa probinsya ko, sa Nawawon, Barangay Baliti, sa San Sebastian community, salamat sa suporta niyo. Huwag niyo pong pababayaan hanggang sa uli po.
Parang nagdasal. Para sa tambayan at kwentuhan, tawanan at kulitan dito lang sa Bolahan!
Always nice to have Bolahan back here. It is one of our segments, NCAA. And at the half, of course, JRU off to a splendid start against San Sebastian, 40-29. And like what Alex Desoyo was explaining to Papa Bear and Baby Bear, they collapse, especially late in the game. But dito naman, maaga sila nagkakaproblema.
Well, at the end of the day, yun nga parang sino yung tatapos para sa koponan. Pero importante din, nasisimula ka ng maganda para may pagkakataon kang manalo. Kumbaga sa boxing, pa-jab-jab ka lang sa dulo, kailangan puntusan mo na ng puntusan yung kalaban mo.
Ang problema, nagmumukang Dilon Danis sa first half itong San Sebastian. Hindi alam yung ginagawa.
May baon ka. Ready ka.
Sabi mo kasi boxing
Alam mo naman ako pang mga heavyweight yung mga pinanonood ko eh. Sila Bronze Bombers at sila Tyson Fury. But at the end of the day, Anton, to start off this game, maganda ang pasahan ng JRU Heavy Bombers. To start off this game, maganda mga pinpoint accuracy passing nila inside the shaded area. Kaya marami silang nakukuha na baskets right there. On the flip side naman, nakaka-force ng transition ang San Sebastian. but they are not able to capitalize on those transition opportunities. Nakikita natin, yung mga 4 shots, pero ito yung highlight. Ito yung pinakamahirap na tira in the first half. Nakakuha sila ng mga turnovers, nakakatakbo sila. Nahahanap nila in under 7 seconds yung mga open shots. They just need to knock it down.
This has been the problem.
Simple.
27% from the field.
Kasi kung titignan mo, Anton, San Sebastian has 30 field goal attempts. Ang JRU has 34. Hindi nagkakalayo yan, but the percentages says it all. 47% for JRU, 27 para rito sa San Sebastian.
And unlike in the first round meeting, hindi nyo na po nakikita yung pangalan ni Jesse Sumoda. Paeng-are, 8 points, pero hindi natin masyadong naramdaman. They've got to wake up here as we begin the second half. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Anton Ross together with Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio, and at courtside we've got Arla De Jesus and Stephanie Benito reporting for San Sebastian and JRU respectively. Medina, well, he likes those drives where humahang time siya.
Yun ang laro niya. His game is based on athleticism and using that first step to be able to create contact, to get to the free throw line. Tsaka yung liksi niya, yun talaga yung number 1 attribute ng laro niya.
Humahang time Jonathan Medina. Lucky bounce as Coach Louis Gonzalez looks on. Second free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. It's a more slow down, deliberate type of offense now for the Golden Stags. Ayan, ang laki ng pagbabago from the first round.
Pwede ka naman mabilis pero hindi nagmamadali.
That was one of the slowest offensive sequences I've seen from San Sebastian all season long.
One of the more patient executions nila of their patterns. And they got an offensive rebound and a basket by James Una.
Halos lahat nakahawak ng bola. Sarmiento. Oh, what a block. You love to see it. James Una stretching and getting that block. All right, let's try to find out kung ano ba sinabi ni Coach John sa kanyang mga players at the dugout. Alamin natin kay Arla De Jesus.
It is not how you start the game, it is how you finish it. Ayan ang sinabi ni Head Coach John Calio sa grupo kanina sa dugout. Kaya naman hindi raw ito yung pagkakataon para mapaghinaan ng loob ang grupo kasi babawi sila ngayong second half. And Head Coach John Calio really believes in his players na makukuha nila ang panalo against the JRU Heavy Bombers. Kaya naman abangan natin ang mas determinadong Golden Stags this second half. And then Coach Hammer.
Determination. That's the word. We want to see that from the Golden Stags, especially knowing how they performed in the first round laban dito sa JRU. And again, they are taking their time, Coach Hammer. One-on-one para kay Kalahat. Oh!
Bitin. Ganda na nung galaw. Binuhat na. Saka alam mo, mahilig pumunta sa baseline si Kalahat. Kahit na right-handed siya, any baseline ibibigay mo, pupunta siya eh.
Oh, what a block. Another block for Una. Oh, what a pass. Ayan na naman siya. Bumitin sa ere. Jonathan Hang Time Medina.
Binomba pa, pakabila. Ni Jonathan Medina. And that was a broken play. Scramble na sa ilalim, but being able to finish was John Medina.
Are. Escobedo for 3. And Raymart Escobedo, nothing but net on that shot.
Inayos pa yung paa bago pinukol. Sinigurado.
Lining it up. And it's a 12-point lead for the Heavy Bombers. De Los Santos binigay kay Argente. Arenal wants it in the post.
Oh, traffic pass. Hirap nun.
Here come the Golden Stags. Are. Creating some space, but...
Ayun, nakita mo doon, ang diin nila umatake.
Tsaka yung hang time ni Medina bothering si Are. Even though he protected the ball with his body, Medina with the hops and the ability to stay in the air.
Pinali pa. Napaganda. Ganda ng angulo na yun.
At ayan naman.
Wakali. Para kay Ryan Arenal. Pero nag-improve si Arenal. Naging serviceable big man na siya ngayon for JRU, being able to soak up minutes as a big guy. Yun lang naman hinihingi sa'yo ni Coach Louie. Kuha ka lang ng rebound, set ka na screen, bonus na yung mga 6 points, 8 points.
Na nagpapalitan sila, Arenal at Pabico.
Pare-parehas gumalaw di ba? Bangga, angat.
Coach Luis Gonzalez wants to talk things over. His team is on top by 12.
Season 99 Men's Basketball Tournament sa panig naman ng JRU Heavy Bombers. You want to be spectacular individually and not as a team, and that is not how we play our basketball. Ito ang bungad ni Coach Louie Gonzalez sa team sa loob ng dugout. At kahit pa lamang ang kupunan by the end of the first half, ay hindi pa rin maiwasan ni Coach to call them out because of their errors. Hindi daw maayos ang pasahan ng team ng bola at evident daw ito sa assists nila. Bukod pa dito, ang dami daw points ng kabilang kupunan coming off the free throws dahil sa mga fouls na binibigay nila for this quarter. Paalala lang ni Coach the team is stick to what they do best, which is screening and ball passing. Ito muna sa ngayon sa panig ng JRU Heavy Bombers. Balik sa inyo, Anton and Coach Hammer.
No lead is safe in the NCAA. That's kind of the message that Coach Louie Gonzalez tried to impart to his players. They just gotta keep doing what they're doing. Stay within the system until they get that W. 6 minutes and 38 seconds remaining here in the third. Pabico at the line. JRU with a 6-4 win-loss record, same record as the Benilde Blazers, who, by the way, looked good in that win against Mapua last Wednesday.
Yep. Being able to take care of business. Bigat nung pagkakapasok na sa Arteaga. No? May dalawang basket siya na pamatay sunog.
And again, Miggy Corteza, like a machine.
Yep. Solid numbers again.
Playing the way he did when they started the season, when he was leading Benilde in scoring.
17 and 9, if I'm not mistaken, to finish off that game. Was also back-to-back best player of the game para kay Miggy.
Ayan na naman. Medina tumitingin sa referee. No foul called. Desoyo, binigay kay Kalahat. Kalahat aatake. What a matchup. Kalahat against Giab. Kalahat. Body. Grabe.
Sa pool. Inangklahan ng balikat. Wala namang extension, so it's illegal play.
Look at the contact.
Hirap kalaro si Kalahat ng ganyan. Kasi kahit mabigat si Giab, si Kalahat wiry strong eh. Kasi sabi ko na sa ito, season 94 pa lang eh. Na fighter maglaro. Na madiin talaga. I think he's on his last year na rin eh.
Romel Kalahat is in his last year along with Alex Desoyo and Jesse Sumoda. Silang tatlo ang graduating players on the San Sebastian lineup. Sa JRU naman, 2 players graduating, Rai De La Rosa and JL De Los Santos. De La Rosa nagbabalik sa ating laro, coming in for Sean Argente. Una. Gabat. Oh, old school. Romel Kalahat with a baseline spin.
Good cross screen by Alex Desoyo. Going to the baseline, then spinning back to the baseline. Itong si Romel Kalahat. Told you, he loves to go baseline.
Romel Kalahat making things interesting. It's down to a 10-point lead. Up and under move. Jonathan Medina, everything but the shot. Watch out for Kalahat. He's just waiting. Desoyo, wild miss. De Leon putting it up and in.
Good offensive rebound by Mark De Leon on the crash boards. And finishing with the left hand. And crash boards lang.
Coach Hammer in San Sebastian's wins. Mark De Leon, more often than not, was their X factor.
Yep. Dahil nakita natin to with the Staglets. He has been a willing scorer, willing defender, and energy type of player. Kumuha na rebounds. Kahit he's around 6'1", 6'2", if I'm not mistaken.
He's a tweener, so it's hard to defend him because you don't know if he's a guard or a forward. Bigla na lang sumusulpot eh. Out hustling everybody. Lead is down to 7. De Los Santos. Fabico back to jail. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, what a pass. What a pass and what a finish.
Kinuha pa sa kabila. Dukot. Para dito kay Theo Fabico.
The maturity of JL De Los Santos in full display.
Parang shackles off eh, no? Pinababayaan na siya mag-drive talaga dito ni Coach Louie.
Kalahat, top of the key, 3. Romel Kalahat.
Bakit nga naman hindi? Saktong-sakto. Nakakuha na ng buwelo. Kumakatok na rito yung San Sebastian. Pachicha-chicha lang. Andiyan na sila. 6 points na lang itong hinahabol nila.
Switching up the defense, San Sebastian is.
Sumuha na bigla.
Ajem. He's been quiet in this game. De La Rosa making noise. Ryan De La Rosa with a 3-point bomb.
Pang-apat sa larong ito. Speaking of Rai.
De Los Santos uncontested. Kalahat again. Wow. Oh, called for traveling. At nailang si Romel nung nakita niyang nakaharang si JL De Los Santos. There's that pass by De Los Santos to Fabico. And then, the triple mula kay Romel Kalahat. At ito naman, Ryan De La Rosa, the team captain. Back to doing what he does best. De Los Santos. Miranda. Miranda to JL. Fabico. Natapik ni Rex Gabat. Gabat to Paeng Are. What a move by Paeng. Niluwa lang ng ring. Timeout. Coach John Calios, San Sebastian down by 11. Volleyball superstar Aya Laure. Hashtag spotted. Good to see Aya here. in the NCAA. Who's the equivalent of Ea Laures NCAA volleyball? Who comes to mind?
Huh. Tall order.
Yeah, because Ea is such a complete player.
Uh-huh.
Opensa, depensa, the leadership, the takeover mentality.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah. Ako rin napapaisip eh.
Ako rin, napapaisip ako eh. Kasi ibang type of player, Ea is a taller player eh.
Yeah.
Mas matangkad na athletic eh.
Always nice to see athletes from different sports
Enjoying the action.
pop up here in the NC. You'd love to see it. Pabico sinks the first free throw. Basketball equivalent though na NCAA legend, I would say Scotty Thompson.
Tall order.
I mean,
Dapat para
Ea
kasi
was
siya
like a Scotty in her league.
Pwede.
Doing it all. And good from the jump. Gabat. Tapi ka ng bola. Pabico on the run. Gabat, wow.
Yun lang, binasa ni Miranda sa big guy na tumatakbo. Instead of him taking it to the basket.
That's how you take it to the basket.
Ganadong-ganado si Kalahat this quarter. I think right now he has 9 points, tama ba? Sa ating Sultan of Stats, meron ba siyang 9 points in the quarter, talking about Romel Kalahat?
Well, he's got 14 for the game to lead all scorers. Romel Kalahat. De Los Santos had to shoot it as the shot clock was winding down. Kalahat. Oh, wow. Ho, ho, ho.
Sibog.
Romel Kalahat with some old school basketball.
Mukhang may technical na rito. Second infraction of that faking a foul on Pabico.
Ito yung spin. Romel Kalahat can break you down in a variety of ways.
Napakawalan to, season 97. Talagang nalabas yung repertoire of moves niya.
And I think he saw the player who he could become when he was playing with JM Calma.
Oh,
Who used to be the guy backing down everybody.
yep. Yun naman, yan ang maturity ng players eh. Given more responsibility, how will you be responding? Yun, siya na yung tumatawag ng clear out.
Season 97, boy clear out si JM eh.
And play this way into a first round billing.
So 11 of the last 14 points from San Sebastian galing
Tama.
kay Kalahat.
9 points siya kanina, sunod-sunod, tapos nakakuha pa ng isang basket.
Again, another masterful play by JL De Los Santos. The vision. .11 lead for JRU. Kalahat binubuhat ang opensa ng San Sebastian. Gabat.
Diin nung atake. Dire-diretso sa basket.
Definitely a guy who works on his legs in the gym.
Might be gifted to start. Alam mo, kahit na anong squat mo, pag hindi ka athletic, di ka talaga athletic eh.
Ikaw talaga gusto mo ng pruweba. You want to see those squat videos.
Hindi, alam mo Anton, kasi athleticism, it's inborn. Kahit na ano sabihin ng mga ibang coaches, your timing, your explosiveness, ganun talaga eh. Yun ang, kung ano yung pinagkaloob sa'yo ng Diyos, kahit na mag-squat ka ng 500 dyan. Kung hindi ka athletic, hindi mabilis yung nervous system mo, hindi talaga.
Jesse Somoda.
But you can always get stronger.
Are. Gabat. from the outside
There
this
you go.
time. Coach Jean Carlos with the determination and fire in his eyes. Seeing his team fight back, AJ Miranda at the buzzer detonates that three-point bomb with some words of encouragement from Coach Louis Gonzalez. May pabaon pa si AJ Miranda bago natapos ang third quarter. Serving it up like your mama does. Inside the Tupperware, sealed tight. Pack it in.
Tupperware.
Bakit ikaw ba?
Sa akin, yung bakal na 3 level, dinadala pag tanghalian para mainit pa eh. Tupperware eh. Sarap yan pagka yung hotdog pa yung no? Kulay pink na yung kanin mo pag tanghalian na.
Always takes us back.
Oo eh.
Well, covering student athletes always takes us back to those days.
Keeps us young.
Yep.
Keeps us young.
But these long waits are the things that get us antsy a little bit. But we've seen this na, you know, iba yung oras sa court, sa oras nila dyan, sa review.
Basta mas maganda yung oras ng mga officials natin. Importante sila magde-decide.
And it counts as we expected. AJ Miranda count the triple. So, JRU will enter the fourth quarter with a 64-53 lead. This is our live coverage of NCAA Season 99, New Heroes of the Game. And we resume the action here in the fourth quarter. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Anton Rojas alongside Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio. And at courtside, we've got Arlav De Jesus and Stephanie Benito reporting for the Golden Stags and the Heavy Bombers, respectively. It's been JRU all the way. San Sebastian has not led in this contest. JRU led by as many as 18 points.
Wire to wire. Naibaba na to just 5 points. Tapos nagkaroon ng scoring binge ang JRU, but jump pass on the inbound. Nalibre sa ilalim si De Leon.
Nobody marking De Leon as Miranda finds him uncontested at the rim. Contested at the rim is Kalahan, but he says no problem.
Dire-diretso. Yun na naman, going left, finishing with the right hand. Romel Kalahat.
Sarmiento. Miranda. Oh, slipping, sliding.
Kanina pa siya nadudulas, ha?
Oh, William C. The weight room shot right there. A double pump in the air from 3.
And that's a guy that definitely spent time in the weight room.
Yeah, I mean, look at those shoulders. Lapad. And I mean, since the first time we saw him, we already knew that he's a guy who spends his time in the gym, but he just looks bigger right now.
That's what's supposed to happen. You have 9 months to prepare between season 98 and 99. Pero masyadong malapad. Sumabit yung balikat. Dun sa tira.
What a fake by Miranda.
Kung bagay, jump set. Ito yung dire-diretsong atake naman ni Romel Kalahat. On the finger rolls.
Meron mga players though, and then I'll ask this to you later on. Let's get this report first from San Sebastian with Arla Jesus.
Salamat, Anton. Mahaba pang oras natin para makabawi. Ayan ang paulit-ulit na sinasabi ni Head Coach John Galios sa Golden Stags ng first at second half kasi kaya naman daw nilang bumawi. Kung dati raw sila ang nakakapuntos sa una pero hindi nila natatapos ang laro, baka raw ngayon sila ang magtapos ng laro at makuha muli nila ang panalo. Kaya naman abangan natin ang pagbawi ng Golden Stags and to make the San Sebastian community proud. Anton and Coach Hammer.
Thank you so much, Arlov, as we go back to that conversation of Papa Bear and Baby Bear, Benji and Andre with team captain Alex De Soyo. Sa fourth quarter daw sila kinakapos, nagko-collapse.
Finishing. Talaga.
Argente launches from the outside. Sean Argente.
Knocking down that much needed triple. Been shooting blanks in the first 3 quarters.
Kalahat faking the handoff. Kalahat. And look how William C. is so sure of himself. Actually, riniresbakan siya ni Ajem tsaka ni Sean. Okay, pupunta muna tayo sa JRU side with Stephanie Benito.
Anton and Coach Hammer, every game counts at this point. Kaya naman hindi mapigilang mapagsabihan nitong Coach Louie Gonzalez. Dito si Coach Louie Gonzalez ang team na kung ayaw na nilang maulit ang nangyari sa kanila during the first round against the Stags, alagaan na daw nila ang kanilang lamang. So after telling the team what play to run for this quarter, pinalalahanan ni Coach ang team na mananalo sila ngayong araw. Kailangan lang nilang magtulungan sa loob ng court. Coach Louie commended the team for the tough defense they are showing at sinabihang ipagpatuloy lang daw ang magandang depensa para sa araw na ito. JRU Heavy Bombers na ba ang mag-uwi ng panalo? Malapit-lapit na nating malaman yan, pero for the meantime, balik na sa inyo.
If JRU wins this game, they will have momentarily overtaken Benilde because right now they have the same record as Benilde and EAC. Pare-para silang 6 wins and 4 losses.
Pero magtatapat-tapat pa lahat yan, Anton. Ang kagandahan dito, in Season 99, the cards are in your hands. You need to take care of business. If you want to be the man, beat everyone. Simple as that.
I wonder who's got the ace. Basta hindi Joker.
Yun ang pinakamahirap. Pagka merong ang hawak na Joker. Kumbaga, trump card yun eh. Hindi naman mabubuo yung full deck pag wala yung Joker.
Earlier today in our first game, Arellano pulling a rabbit out of the hat and beating San Beda 74-72. So the 4-game winning streak of the Red Lions snapped
At the hands
yeah.
of Jade Talampas.
How many threes?
4 3-pointers in the last 5 minutes of the ball game.
And the last 2 were from the same spot.
Yep.
Congratulations to Coach Chico Manabat's second win as the head coach of AU. You know, when we joke about these things, you have an ace, you have a joker. It kind of mirrors what has been happening in the NCAA because sometimes
we don't know nothing on nothing.
Yeah, like which version of San Sebastian is going to show up? Which version of Arellano is going to show up?
So that's the question now. Sino ang team na magiging pinaka-consistent?
Even Coach Charles said it himself. Sana consistent wins, hindi consistent losses. Yun yung gusto niya mangyari sa second round.
Kaya nga ito yung sinasabi ko, Anton, stretch run. Dikit-dikit yung mga laro. May mga linggo na sa 7 araw, 2-3 ang laro mo. Are you locked in? Are you really locked in? And do you really want to bring that championship home?
And that's what I felt in the Benil Mapua game. That the Blazers started to lock in. The first round was kind of like, okay, we're the favorites, going through the motions. Times where they looked lackadaisical, but hindi na ngumingiti nung second round. As we see this basket by De Leon.
Kasi importante, mahalaga, ipanalo mo every possession. Possession by possession lang.
De Leon waiting for the play to unfold. De Leon, una.
Nakauna on one dribble, scooping it with that inside hand. Yung talon ni Sarmiento papunta sa kanya.
Those sideburns though.
Tinutubuhan ka ba ng patilya na ganyan
Hindi, hindi. Sa OBB, hindi naman ganyan yung sideburns na eh.
Yan yung look niya. Dati naka-chin strap yan eh, di ba? Chin strap na sideburns. Parang create a player eh, no?
Di lang na kompleto yung 3-point play.
Naubusan ng ano eh, ng coins, XP points.
VC points.
Oo. Hindi pa nabibili mo ano, goatee.
Miranda, aatake. Gets the ball back, aatras, titira. And Una with the board. And San Sebastian just has to get those stops and convert on offense. De Leon. Kalahat.
Uli.
Inabangan ni Ajem.
Ganda ng blindside double ni AJ Miranda. Kumat kasi yung tao niya, naiwan na siya on that spot. Just being able to anticipate the spin going back to the other side.
How about this? A deadly trio on the floor for JRU. Trio of guards. Miranda, Argente, and De Los Santos. Miranda to Argente. Argente crossover. Argente. Errant pass stolen away by Escobedo. Kalahat. Tibay. You see him absorb that contact? Regs Gabat.
Alam ko taga Bulacan tong Gabat eh. Sigurado. Check nga natin.
Tibay eh, na-absorb. Considering yung bumantay sa kanya, may momentum at mas mabigat pa sa kanya.
Pagpag lang.
Rex Gabat.
Cavite. Tondo pala. Pinanganak sa Tondo, taga Cavite.
Kapitenyo.
Kunat eh, no? Pag tumalon.
Ayun lang, di na ipasok yung free throw. 11-point lead for JRU.
Uli.
Natapik ni James. Escobedo bumitin sa area. What a stop by Ajem. Pero may counter steal by guess who? Gabat. Kalahat on the drive. Romel Kalahat with the finish.
Galing finish.
Lead pass. Sarmiento gives it back to the passer, Jael De Los Santos. De Los Santos out to Miranda. Miranda to Sean. Argente giving it to Jael. Oh.
Nasobrahan sa pasahan. May mga libreng oportunidad ng tumira, pero hindi pinupukol. So dito may pinare-review sila.
Long rest for Joshua Gia, partner.
Buong third quarter halos, hindi ipinasok. Kalahati pala, sorry. Kalahati na third quarter.
Joshua Gia playing just 10 minutes today.
Ano siya, 8 points? 6 points?
6 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist.
Maganda rin kasi inilalaro dito ni De Leon.
Five minutes and 13 seconds. Still a lot of time.
bola. So that's what our officials are determining.
I'm assuming that JL heard the whistle though.
So usually pag may pito, ito, attacking baseline. Pag narinig mo yung pito, ititira mo eh.
The thing is, imbis na itira,
Hindi, natapik kasi.
oo.
Natapik yung bola.
Kaya nabitawan.
Oo, nabitawan.
Now, from Rommel's angle,
No,
it looks like na
mukhang binato.
tinapon.
Pero
Yeah.
it's a basketball play kasi. So, paangat ka, na supalpal, pababa yung kamay mo.
So, no call. Rommel Calahat, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks in 22 minutes.
Might be one of his best games this season offensively.
Kaya pa to.
Haba pa niyan.
Escobedo, yun lang. They've got to make the makeable shots.
Oo, nakakakuha na ng stop.
This is a season high for Rommel Calahat.
Single double floppy action.
Giab. Oh. Fading back on one leg. First 20-point game of the season for Calahat. Calahat creating space again. 2 sorry misses for San Sebastian.
Ando dun na eh.
De La Rosa. Binigay dito kay Argente. Argente steps back. De Los Santos against Calahat. De Los Santos. Wow, great presence of mind
Pilipit na.
by JL De Los Santos. As soon as he grabbed his miss, he knew that there was just 2 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Sumabit pa yung depensa.
Parang hirap sumab sa JRU eh. Nung pinasok, nilabas si Sarmiento, binangga agad si Pabi ko eh. Nagising eh.
Well, as long as it's not as hard as Paulo Javilinar bumping Jello Helsano.
Sama yun. Abo, tropa pa. Naglulukuhan pa pagkatapos. Sama yun.
Pero sumakit yun tiyan eh.
Di masadya. Humarang eh.
What a welcome.
Best player naman.
Yep.
Diba?
Welcome to the NCAA. 10-point lead for JRU. Calahat, handoff para kay Rex Gabat. Calahat, best offensive game this season. Ooh! Escobedo finds a way. Raymart Escobedo.
Literal na nagawan pa ng paraan.
De La Rosa. Pamatay sunog sana. And that was off James Una. San Sebastian needs a stop here, and they need to score and find ways to do it, just like Escobedo did right here. De La Rosa. De Los Santos, bounce pass. Gia blocked. What a recovery right there by TJ Felebrico.
Oh, libre na kasi yung jump shot ni Jonathan Medina. Hindi niya ipinukol. Ang bilis ng pasa eh. East to west.
De Los Santos. De La Rosa. Good stop by Una. Escobedo. Foot on the line. Nagmadali. That was a go for broke type of play right there. De La Rosa fading back. Pamatay sunog. Right. De La Rosa. What a game. 15 points for the team captain of JRU, and the Heavy Bombers are up by 11. Aw, fans of all ages are here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan. Members of the Pep Squad getting featured here in our Smile Cam. School spirit ever present here in the NCAA. Got the nice fade going on. Looks like he was fresh off the barber shop with that look. Say something, man.
Back to the ball game.
11-point lead for the Heavy Bombers. Kalahat.
So on the hand check, natawagan na naman si Joshua Giab. I think that's his 4th personal foul. Kaya siya matagal na ipahinga. Oh, that's his 5th. Oo, 4 lang yung pagkaka-alala ko. 3rd foul niya pala. No, 4th foul na niya pala nung inilabas siya earlier.
So that's why he's been on the bench, saddled with fouls. So Joshua Giab fouling out, only 13 minutes played, 6 points and 6 rebounds. Felebrico. Una. Wow! James Una.
Bang-bang move. Dalawang bangga, pihit pa gitna. Nakahanap ng puwang.
De Los Santos, extra pass. Una again. James Una. First, carves space. Hook shot. And then getting the block on the other end. James Una making things happen for San Sebastian. Wow, she got all the signatures.
Pleto.
On that poster. Medina looks up at the clock. De La Rosa. He knows what time it is. Time to let it fly. De La Rosa today, 15 points.
5 3-pointers made.
4 rebounds.
That's your 5 out of 8 ba siya? 5 out of 9 na.
5 out of 9. Scooby-Doo! Raymart Escobedo.
Wrap around move. Inside out, wrap around. Making that lay.
That's gonna show up in our awesome plays.
Definitely.
De Los Santos. Pabico.
Has trouble.
Raymart Scooby-Doo Escobedo. Looking like Shaggy. Running away from the minor 49er.
Grabe ka naman. Shaggy naman yung galaw.
What do you want, Daphne?
Hindi.
Fred?
Yeah, pwede naman Fred.
Velma?
Wag naman Velma. Tama naman yung behind mo kasi Shaggy may laging takot eh. Wala pa nangyayari, takot na eh. Pwede namang running down like the mystery machine. Yan. Walan Diyo.
John Calios is livid though in the sidelines. Because he feels that they have momentum on their
momentum
side.
is definitely on their side after getting enough stops.
Here is a review.
Ayan, naglabas na ng whiteboard itong si Coach John. A minute and 19 to go. San Sebastian trying to keep their Final Four hopes alive, as a loss will put a huge dent in their plans for the season. Coach John didn't even see that collision as he was arguing or contesting something with one of our officials.
So big stop to para sa San Sebastian. 1 basket, 2 possession ball game na ito.
So referee Kent Tabora makes it official in San Sebastian basketball. And international referee Toti Celeste explaining everything to Coach John Calios. This is it, partner. This is the possession for San Sebastian. A must-score possession. Escobedo spins. Raymart Escobedo.
Ano yung minekos talaga yung galaw na yun. Uy!
Lahat with a steal. Dangerous pass. They got lucky.
Partner, na tornado yung galaw na yun. Tingnan mo naman yung pihit na yun. Diretso sa gitna, sa puso ng depensa. So mukhang ito na yung finishing 5.
San Sebastian on a 6-0 run.
Ganda nung ikot.
Raymart Escobedo. So that's 2 awesome plays, candidates or shoe-in entries para sa kanya.
Behind the scenes eh. Kasi isa tornado spin eh. So 5-point game, they get a stop, 1 minute and 2 seconds. We're not yet done here.
Again, hindi pa po lumalamang ang San Sebastian dito sa ating laro. They were down by as many as 18. But they just stuck with it. Did not lose hope. Just kept plugging away. Here they are. Within striking distance. JRU in the penalty. Escobedo. Raymart spins. Hinarangan ni Rai. TJ Fenebrico cuts the lead down to 3. It's an 8-0 run by the Golden Stags of San Sebastian. Timeout JRU. San Sebastian on an 8-0 run. Raymart Escobedo creating space with a spin, and DJ Fenebrico hanging in the air for the clutch finish.
Yun yung sinawsaw na tira. Kita mo, yung katawan niya paabante pero inuna niya yung bola, idiniin. So yung challenge kasi papunta sa katawan eh. So one stop lang dito, 53.2 seconds. Haba pa nito. At least 3 to 4 more possessions. Need to be disciplined.
So if you're JRU, they've got AJ Miranda, De La Rosa, De Los Santos, Pabico, and Sarmiento on the floor. Giab has fouled out. You gotta think it's HM time right here.
Yep.
And the ball is in his hands. But here comes the double. Lead pass para kay Pabico. Yun lang. But they're not yet in the penalty.
Yep.
San
good foul to
Sebastian
give.
is not yet in the penalty.
Interesting stat here pinasa sa atin ng ating Sultan of Stats, Papsi Bong Docanes. Only one field goal in almost 7 minutes ang Jose Rizal University in the fourth quarter.
JRU playing like a team that just wanted the game to be over.
Yeah. Masyadong inalagaan yung lamang, hindi dinagdagan. So tingnan natin to ha. Finishing kick. Uy!
A steal, but a whistle blown. Rex Gabat.
Oo, good ball pressure. Kala ko, agaw na.
Hands up in the air. Tignan natin ang mabuti. Dangerous pass na binato ni AJ Miranda. At nasa likuran si Rex Gabat. Nasa likuran ni Pabico.
On the last bell.
Oo. Kasi big play yun ha. So right here,
Ayan, nakakapit sa jersey.
oh, kasi under FIBA rules, pagka nakita ka nakakapit sa jersey, it might be an unsportsmanlike foul. Pero hindi naman tinawagan, that's a let-go situation kasi nabitawan naman yung jersey. Yun yung sinasabi dito nila Coach Mixon, na pagkahawak mo yung jersey kasi, it's an automatic unsportsmanlike foul. So it's a 2 free throws plus ball possession. Yun kasi yun eh. Nakakapitan yung jersey. Dapat tayo kay Jesus, huwag sa kalaban. Para walang foul.
I'm just wondering why Rex Gabat was all up in arms. When he knew, he grabbed onto the jersey.
Wala namang pumaul na umamin, Anton. It's a box out, nag-ahawakan yan eh.
Just the way he was so adamant about it.
Nakalimutan na may replay.
Miranda. Right de la Rosa is wide open.
The one stop lang kailangan dito ng San Sebastian.
De Los Santos. Oh, play continues. De La Rosa.
Nail in the coffin.
Right de la Rosa brings out the fire extinguisher.
Bakit nga naman hindi? Nice shot by Ray De La Rosa.
Una trying to respond to no avail. Ray De La Rosa is back. San Sebastian was like the clingy ex-girlfriend who keeps showing up in your front door. Ray De La Rosa sent that baby home.
Ang dami mong baon ngayon, ha? Wala kasi ako experience sa ganyan, eh. Wala ako experience sa ganyan. So ikaw, I plead my Fifth Amendment right. Ganda ng finish dito ng JRU, 17.5. JRU leading by 6 points.
.5 seconds remaining, and what a game by Ray De La Rosa. 18.6 out of 11 from beyond the arc. 4 rebounds in 23 minutes of play.
The bully is definitely back.
Okay, I need to know the story of this, the bully nickname.
Ray Bully ang tawag sa kanya ni Rome.
Oh, really?
Yun ang nickname sa kanya ni Rome.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, yan ang tawag ni Rome. And Rome was one of my rookies, one of my freshmen. during my final stretches of playing Person Beda and towards the latter part of my basketball career. So ito yung huling laban ng JRU. They lost against LPU. They are looking good, taking care of business today, and hopefully they finish this game with this possession.
Right, De La Rosa has made as many threes as the entire San Sebastian squad. 6 3-point field goals made. Thank you to our Sultan of Stats, Pom Docanes.
And of course, the whole of the De La Rosa clan in San Diego cheering on for Tito Romy, and the whole family always supporting Rai and Rome whenever they have games. Yan yung Team Puyat sa California. And it's nice to see him really healthy now.
Yeah.
Na final year, needs to make a statement, and he wants to lead the squad.
Right, De La Rosa, his career high is actually 26 points. Established last season. So today, De La Rosa with 19. Putting this game on ice. Prior to this game, Ryan De La Rosa has only scored 4 points. That is shocking to me. Well, kasi first game pala, tumama na yung kanyang ulo sa sahig ng Mall of Asia Arena in a freak fall.
But again, much needed for the stretch run. Rai De La Rosa, their team captain, more than the production, it's this leadership that they really, really need. Especially now, they need to rack up the wins.
So there you have it, the final score. JRU 79, San Sebastian 72. You know what I liked about JRU in this game? They did not panic.
Nope.
They did not panic at all.
Kahit nagdikit-dikit ng mga baskets ng kalaban, they were able to stay, able to contain their emotions, hindi sila nadala, and they were able to finish strong and take care of business.
Tsaka alam mo yun, yung meron silang Miranda to bail them out. In this game, they waited for the best shot.
Exactly. Yan na. Nagmamature na yung team, and the maturity, fruition, the wins.
All right, let's listen in to the alma mater hymns of both squads. And there you have it, mga kapuso. You just heard the alma mater hymns of both schools, San Sebastian and JRU, and the Heavy Bombers. Victorious today against the Golden Stags, 79-72. And a big reason for this huge win by Jose Rizal University is standing in between me and Coach Hammer Martin Antonio, the team captain, Rai De La Rosa. Rai, we bumped into each other before the game. I asked you if you're okay. You said you're okay. You look better than okay in this game. What came over you when you hit those 6 threes today?
You know, definitely just the work that I've been putting in these past few days. Really just trying to get back, and I'm glad that, you know, the hard work shows, and it's the foundation of what we've been doing as a team and as individuals.
Tell me and Coach Hammer and everybody watching how hard it was for you to suffer that freak fall on opening day and having to watch your team as they fought without you, knowing that this is your final year.
Definitely hard because, you know, I wanted to play as many games as I can this year and kind of really enjoy the moment, but, you know, my guys held it down for us, and, you know, I'm just very thankful to be in this position.
Not looking rusty in this second game of the second round, right? You've been shooting lights. You shot lights out this afternoon. What was going through your head, especially getting inserted back? Ang ganda ng mga bitaw mo today.
Definitely just, you know, just really wanting to give back to Coach. He's been really trusting me, and, you know, that's my role on the team, and, you know, I'm glad that it's showing today.
Right, to me, you're one of the most selfless captains and leaders here in the entire league. And during the start of the season, right, I told Coach Hammer that this could be the year that everything finally comes together for JRU. Season 97, you weren't able to play. Season 98, you came back, but obviously it was a tumultuous season. Season 99, do you feel like this is your best chance to bring JRU back to the Final Four?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I love playing with these group of guys, and, you know, they just doing great for us. So, you know, definitely just want to continue doing this moving forward.
And I've always been a believer. Alam mo yun, Anton? And Rai, you know it, every conversation. Rai, we know that your family in San Diego is always watching, always supporting. Saan nanggaling yung bully? And ito yung tanong ko sa'yo. Sinong mas shooter? Ikaw o si Rome?
I'll take the shooting.
No question. No question. Okay, but what about the bully story? The bully
you have
story.
to tell Anton the story about it.
That's just me and my brother. We have a thing. We have nicknames for each other. He calls me Right Bully. I call him Romy Roo, and, you know, it just, ever since I was younger, that's just what we called each other. So it's nice.
All right, right, bully.
But never a bully. I saw this guy. Ilan taong ka nun, right? I think 13 years old, 14 years old. I literally saw this guy grow up in front of my eyes. And I'm really happy to see him healthy ngayon. Sobrang healthy.
And I'm sure Rai's family and everybody watching would love to hear from Rai right now. So Rai, bully, go right ahead.
Shout out to my family in San Diego, my grandma, mama, papa, my sister, my brother. And then shout out to my girl's family, and just thank you, Lord. Shout out to the whole coaching staff, my teammates, you know, for the trust that they give to me, and then shout out to the JR community for coming out and supporting us each and every game. Thank you.
Season high, 19 points for Rai De La Rosa. Rai, stay healthy and keep it going.
Appreciate it.
All right, congratulations to Rai De La Rosa and the JRU Heavy Bombers. Big win today against San Sebastian. So they improved their record to 7-4. JRU is now back in the Final Four picture as we take a look at the end game statistics.
Well, at the end of the day, Anton, it was the shot making at the end game. Nagkaroon ng run ng San Sebastian, but again, JRU had the answers, especially when they inserted Rai De La Rosa, booming triple when the lead was just down to 3. Quick 8-0 run by San Sebastian. Almost 7 minutes, walang basket, walang field goal ang JRU, but taking care of business was the Heavy Bombers. At the end of the day, a 1-point win, a 20-point win is still the same. Ipinintangan natin yung team standings natin ngayon. Grabe, dikit. Kumbaga, ang Final Four natin, 4 lang. May mga gusto pang kumandong dyan sa biyahe na yan. Dikit yan, 8-2 ang Mapua. Sila pa rin na nangunguna. San Beda losing puts them at the number 3 position because LPU won against them in their first round meeting. Tabla sila at 7-3. Half a game behind ang JRU Heavy Bombers at 7-4. The Benil Blazers and the EAC Generals half a game behind naman. So dikit-dikit lang sila dyan. 6 na kupunan, nagsisiksikan dyan sa top 4 natin. At ang Perpetual in striking distance pa.
Nakakatakot eh. Kahit nasa Final Four picture
Alam mo,
ka eh.
Anton, pang ano lang yan, pang paghana pa lang yan sa season 100 natin. But tomorrow, early in the morning, the LPU Pirates would want to continue their winning ways against the EAC Generals.
And of course, Mapua, you know they want to bounce back after losing against Benil as they take on the always dangerous Letran Knights. Even though it's been a horrendous season for them, you got to put that respect in. They still are the 3-time defending champions.
And as we always say, anybody can beat anybody on a given day. Kailangan laruin yung mga laro. Madaling manalo sa papel, mahirap manalo sa hardwood.
And on that note, great working with you again,
As
partner.
always, I shall see you over the weekend.
Forever NCAA champion, strength and conditioning coach, our resident analyst, Coach Hammer Martin Antonio on the call. Thanks to our courtside reporters, Arlov De Jesus and Stephanie Benito, who reported for San Sebastian and JRU respectively. Of course, our director, Elmon Salvahan, and all of us from GMA Synergy. Ako po si Anton Rojas, nagsasabing maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. We'll see you all again tomorrow sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA Season 99 Men's Basketball as we continue to marvel and get excited with the performances of our new heroes of the game.